good, fam? Back at it, live and direct with a little upgraded setup here. You know what I'm saying? As I said, upgrades coming. I want to improve the overall stream experience. I want to improve the fam show because I love you niggas and I love myself. So I'm like, nigga, I gotta have these upgrades. As over the past few weeks and few months, having all these other things going on in terms of like making content and stuff like that. But I'm in more of a stabilized place now, so I can afford to have time to like start thinking. I'm like, okay, I need to make upgrades here, need to make upgrades here, need to make upgrades there. So, the stream's overall going to improve. A lot of things going to improve. Lighting's going to improve. Mic's going to improve. So, a lot of good things, man. The fam show is growing, man. The fam show going to be growing. We're going to be cooking hard. We're going to save America. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. So, all right, a few things to talk about today. I saw a little poll earlier today of women being dumb again. You know what I'm saying? Like, just women being retards again, absolute retards again. Because apparently 40% of women actually want to leave the United States. Gallup did a poll on that, and I thought that was very interesting. And it gave me a good chance, talk shit about women again, because, we always got to do that. But more importantly, from like an educational standpoint, I want to drag some stuff out of this kind of situation so you guys can think about it or have something to think about as you go on in your life and experiencing things, especially in regards to women nowadays, because shit is definitely getting crazy. And then I want to talk about the Epstein debacle that's kind of going on right now with the government, how they're trying to basically implicit the fact that Trump was involved or he knew Epstein was doing whatever shit. It's honestly really dumb, but I just want to talk about it real quick because there's something important that I want to go over for you guys with that too. And then, of course, we're going to end off with some success tips for you guys to be able to cook in your lives. You know what I'm saying? That's how we rock. That's how we roll. And yeah, so any chats or anything like that I'll be dealing with at the end. Per usual, I kind of like doing that. Maybe later, you know what I'm saying, as the fam show grows and more like that, like I'll be able to do, more shit with, super chats and stuff like that. And, we'll be cooking. But, for now, we just focus on the grind, focus on getting the information out because that's what's most important. Okay. All right. So first thing, 40% of women want to permanently leave the United States. I'm like, all right, bitches, leave, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Honestly, we don't fuck with you hoes no more. Y'all hoes ain't even doing shit no more. You guys are just annoying, ratchet, stupid. No man wants to be able to be around you guys anymore because you guys are really fucking annoying. So, hey, if you bitches want to leave, then fine. Nah, I ain't got no problem with it. The real niggas ain't got no problem with it, to be honest. But more importantly with this, I find it funny because it reminds me of something that I said a while back, which is important to understand. Like, women in today's day and age, guys, they have no masters anymore. They have no masters anymore. What do I mean by this? Well, due to feminism, women basically have removed all shame and standards and roles and responsibilities from their lives. They can literally fall deeply into extreme hedonism and degeneracy because they can't be held to any fucking standard at all. If you want to be a woman who goes to get a career, you can go get a career. Nobody can complain. Nobody can talk shit. Nobody can say, hey, but maybe you should have a family. Maybe you should have children. Like, fuck no, I want to go get a career. I'm going to go study it, whatever. And they can go to school. Okay, fine. You can go that route. Or you can actually decide to be a housewife and nobody can complain. If you want to be a housewife, you want to be a stay-at-home mom, this is the most ridiculed position among women, which is funny, but you can still choose to do this. Like, you can still choose to be a stay-at-home mom, have children young, have a husband young, and nobody would niggas are going to complain, like women, bitter women are going to complain, but nobody's really going to complain. You can go just have children young and nobody really cares. In fact, a lot of women will just use that shit for clout. A lot of conservative chicks, a lot of these conservative bitches, bro, none of them are actually conservative, bro. They're just covert feminists, basically. Like, they're acting like they're on the surface. So like, yeah, women should be in the home and have families. And on the other end, they'd be like Hillary Crowder and they'd be disrespecting the fuck out of their husbands, while they're claiming conservatism. You get me? So like a lot of these women, bro, they be cat. Emily Saves America, or moreover, Emily Saves Israel, same shit. Like, absolute fucking horror, but acts like she's pushing conservative values. Just absolute fucking slop. So, point being, you can be a stay-at-home wife and still you're technically a girl boss, because all these conservative chicks, they have jobs and they be having careers and shit. And let's just be real, bro. It is what it is. So, you could do that route. Or you can be a fucking full-blown whore. You want to be a prostitute. You want to be a porn star. You want to hop on OnlyFans. You can do that shit too. Nobody can say shit to you. Oh, it's empowering. I want to be a whore. I want to pop my pussy on the internet. I don't give a fuck. And no man can say shit to you. So these are the three routes that women have. You know what actually what's even funnier before I get into that? You know what's even crazier? You can hop into any of these other routes without any backlash, without taking any accountability. You want to go from whore to housewife? You can do that shit. Look at Nala Ray, for example. She was doing all the whole shit, was doing all the OnlyFans shit. Then she's like, you know what? I love God now. Gets married after being a whore on the internet. You see what I'm saying? So she can go from there to there. And all the fucking cucked out Christians, of course, are going to sit there and take her in and be like, oh, yeah, you're good. It's fine. You found God now after being a whore. And this is why Christianity is very much fucked and why we need to reform this shit, too. We need to bring the Crusaders fucking back. We need to have niggas that are willing to die to fix Christianity at this point because the current Christians, they're just allowing whatever the fuck. Bro, I would have instantly started having to take niggas out the minute that niggas started putting trans flags and all this other bullshit on churches. I would have been like, whoa, what the fuck are we doing? But that's a whole other conversation. Point being, yeah, you could basically go from OnlyFans star, Pornhub, all the other shit to Christian now. Or you can go from OnlyFans star doing all the bullshit on the internet to you want to have a job now. You know, you want to go to school, you want to go get an education, you want to become a lawyer. Look at Kim Kardashian's dumbass. She's out here studying to be a lawyer, failing the fucking bar exam over and over again. You know, so once again, from whore to now, hey, I want to go into the business world, career world now. Or if you want to go from career world, like you spend 10 years doing bullshit, studying fucking gender studies at UC Berkeley or whatever, come out of that bitch, get some random stupid job as a psychologist, talking to depressed niggas all fucking day, and then you hit 30 and you're like, you know what, I want a husband and kid. Boom, you hop out, you go get a husband and kid. You see what I'm saying? So women, they can play whatever role now. Like, bro, being a woman in today's day and age is the easiest fucking shit ever. You literally cannot lose. Women cannot take L's in today's day and age. They can literally do whatever they want and not take L's. They can change their form whenever they want and not take L's. You could go from whore to career woman. You could go from career woman to whore. You could go from career woman to housewife. You could go from housewife to whore. You could go from housewife to career woman. Like, you can just do whatever. Bro, these bitches nowadays can just do whatever the fuck that they want to. It's actually fucking crazy. No fucking else. And yet, with all these things, with all of this access, all of this freedom, no accountability at all, somehow 40% of women still want to leave the United States? What the fuck are you running from? This is fucking paradise. You're completely free. Nobody can tell you anything. Nobody can say what you can and cannot do. You can literally do whatever you want as a woman and have no ridicule for it. There's literally no shaming at all. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You could do the most retarded shit as a fucking woman and hop up on TikTok and say the retarded shit that you did. And there'll be millions of women saying, oh, you're a good girl. That's completely fine. Women can damn near murder a nigga nowadays and be like, you know what? You were a justified girl. Like, a girl can shoot a nigga point blank in the brain. It be recorded. It gets posted on the fucking internet. And she'll have an entire comment section be like, you were right to do that shit, girl. He needed to die. Don't know why you shot the nigga, but he probably did something wrong. He probably raped you. He probably did this. So the sheer fact that I saw that 40% of women want to leave the fucking United States, I'm like, nigga, what the hell is this? You're literally in paradise in the United States. You literally have no rules or responsibilities. Women have zero responsibilities, bro. As a side note to this, one of the things that pisses me off the fucking most is when women say they don't want to have kids. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? Unless you're putting fucking rockets into space like Elon Musk, there's absolutely no fucking reason why, as a woman, you are choosing not to have children. Are you fucking stupid? You not having children makes you fucking useless as a woman. Because there is nothing you are doing as a woman other than having children and raising the children that you have. You're not doing anything that really contributes to fucking society. Bro, we could remove all women from the workforce literally right now. We could remove them all from the workforce. Niggas would wake up tomorrow and not even fucking know. Hell, everything would be 10 times more efficient. All the fucking HR departments that you niggas are working in right now, gone. You'd be able to crack jokes. You'd be able to say retard, faggot, fucker, chink speak. You'd be able to say all the fucking slurs. You'd be able to be clowning with your boys in the office, no fucking issues. Saying all the crass shit that you fucking want to. because all the women are gone. And no integral or important infrastructure would be influenced at all. We'd all be good. We'd all, in fact, be happier. Everyone would be happier. All the women are not working no more. We don't have to worry about shit. You don't have to worry about getting pulled into a fucking Zoom HR meeting because you just said hi to the girl that's sitting in the office desk right next to you. Right? So it's absolutely crazy to me when women say, oh, I don't want to have children. I'm like, bitch, you're not doing anything that's useful to society then. A woman's primary role in society, both biblically and just in general, bro, is to have children. Biologically and biblically, to have kids is your primary role, is to have children and to raise that child. Because there's really nothing else that you're providing value to as a woman to this world, to society. Women don't provide any value to society other than having children and raising children, which is a ridiculously important role. Why? Because it furthers human existence. If women don't have children anymore, humanity fucking dies out. So it might be a small role, but it plays a massive role in the grand scheme of things. It's very fucking important. So when I hear women say some stupid shit like, I don't want to have kids, I'm like, bitch, you're actually retarded. We need to go back to the days where the caveman just fucking boinks a dumb hoe on her head and then drags the bitch back to her cave and she has like 19 kids, bro. Literally. Because this is where we've gotten to. But the fact that women can even omit their primary responsibility to this earth, both biblically and biologically, is crazy. And it goes to show how free they are. So the sheer fact that they're like, you know what? I want to leave the United States and go fucking where? Everywhere else is going to fucking stop you from having any kinds of freedom. Because these bitches think they're going to leave and go where? Where are you going to fucking go? You're going to go to Europe and you're going to have as much freedom there as you have here. I mean, if you go to the fucking UK, you're just going to get raped by fucking Muhammad late at night. That's the one thing you got to deal with there. But overall, you're going to have all the freedoms. Bonnie Blue is fucking over there in a truck right now, driving around, picking up niggas off the street. So you can do all the horse shit there too. You can do whatever you want to do there too. It's literally just the same. You go to these European countries, same shit. So it's just so funny to me that a lot of these bitches are saying that they want to leave and to go where? Because I know you guys don't want to go to those Islamic countries. Because you try that whole shit over there, bro, they're going to enslave you instantly. You're going to be one of fucking Khalil's 18 wives, bro. They're going to put you in the burqa, all the other shit, bro. Or the gown thing. Hopefully I didn't. Is it burqa? Is it not burqa? I think it's burqa. Whatever. But they're going to put you in the gown. You know, the all black gown with your eye, you can only see your eyes and shit. Yeah. They're going to put you in that, bro. And you know what's funny about that? Women would be fucking happier if that was the case. Because let me tell you something very, very important, guys. The reason why all these women are actually depressed, 40 to 50% of Gen Z women right now are either on antidepressants or they're in therapy right now. So these bitches are fucking sad as hell. Sad as hell. I mean, I don't know if you've been on fucking Tinder or Hinge or any of these dating apps. These bitches are depressed, by the way, on those shits. Rightfully so. Because they've gained the whole world, but they've lost their soul. They've gained everything, but have lost everything. Because the truth is, women want a man who's going to lead their life completely. Women don't actually want to think. Women don't actually want to be educated. Women don't actually want to have fucking opinions. We've just psyoped them into thinking they do. That's really what has happened. We've just psyoped them into thinking that they should go get an education. They should pursue a career. Fuck having children. Fuck responsibility. Go be a girl boss. We've programmed them. We've propagandized them for so long to believe that everything that actually matters to them and is important to their lives, which is having a family, having children, having a man who's going to lead their lives completely. We've told them that shit is wrong. And that's the one thing that they've cared about most. Because if somebody can sit here and argue with me saying, oh, no, women actually care about having a career and all this other bullshit, why are women so fucking sad? And I've already listed out to you guys that women literally can do whatever they want now. They have ultimate freedom. They have so much fucking freedom. And not only do they have the freedoms that I just listed in terms of they can go pursue a career, they could be a housewife, they can go be a whore, and they can interchange between any of these positions whenever the fuck they want to. But they also have an incredibly strong legal system that backs them up to do all this shit. You can't discriminate against them in the workforce. There's no fault divorce laws where basically you can just, women win 90% of divorce cases. So if your wife fucking divorces you, you're guaranteed losing half your fucking stuff. You're probably gonna lose your fucking kids, and you're probably gonna lose the fucking house. You're gonna be left with fucking nothing. She's gonna clean you dry or suck you dry. You know, this is what bitches do. Suck you dry, basically. That's what's gonna happen. So they have everything going for them. So how are you bitches so sad? It's because they lack purpose, bro. The shit that actually matters in their life, having a family and raising children, we've stripped away the one thing that actually makes their lives valuable. We've stripped it completely away. We've taken it away from them. That's why they're so fucking sad. That's why they want to escape the country. They don't think that's why they want to escape the country. They want to escape the country because they think, oh my God, far right is on the rise. You know, Trump is the president, incel revolution. They think that's why. They think that's a problem. Once again, they've been psyoped to believe that all that shit is bad, even though it's actually what they want. They've been psyoped to believe that all that shit is bad, so they want to escape the country. Not realizing that's the shit that they want. We've literally taught women to hate the things that they want. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. In the same way that we've taught men to hate the things that they really want, to become as capable and as accomplished as fucking possible. You should not be going to 50-50 with no bitch and any of this other shit. It's just propagandizing men is just a lot fucking harder. So we're more resistant to it. A lot more guys nowadays are getting awake to this shit, and they're realizing, oh, these bitches are crazy. Feminism is fucking dumb. The whole 9 yards. A lot of guys are learning the truth about female nature and how women actually operate nowadays compared to how it used to be. At least early, I want to say, when was all the red pill content starting to get created? Because I remember I used to do that research on that. I want to say, at least early YouTube is when the stuff started coming out. I want to say, when did YouTube even come out? Was that before 2012? That must have been before 2012. So slightly before 2012, I believe YouTube came out, and then the rest of the social media started coming out, 2011, 2012, Snapchat, Instagram, and all that. But point being, right, a lot more guys are waking up to female nature, of course. So it's just created this crazy situation where women fucking hate the men that they actually want. They hate the men that they actually want, the men that are actually going to lead their lives. These far-right Christians that women actually want, they hate them, even though that's exactly what they need. They're super fucking depressed. They're super fucking sad, and they don't know why. They want to escape the country, and they don't know why. It's because they've been forced to think that the things that they really want, they should not want it. Because women easily fall for propaganda, guys. Like, women's brains are squishy. And another truth that I want to have connected to this is that the fact that, guys, liberal women and conservative women don't fucking exist. As I was mentioning earlier with conservative chicks, a lot of these bitches are feminists. They're covert feminists. They're just hiding it. They're actually really feminists. They believe in the equality and all the other bullshit. They believe in not having any responsibilities, just like liberal women do. The truth is, women don't actually have any real beliefs, by the way, guys. Women don't have real beliefs. Women just conform to whatever the belief system is of the strongest man that she's around. Meaning, if you take a liberal chick and you have her live around far-right guys for an extended period of time, she's going to instantly become far-right too. Because women are conformist by nature. They're communitarian by nature. They do whatever the masses do. It's men who will live and die by their views and their position. Men are the ones that go fight and die in revolutions for their beliefs and their views and their religion. So we're steadfast in what we believe. If you're a conservative guy, you're conservative. You don't give a fuck. You're a liberal guy. You're a liberal guy. You don't give a fuck. You stay steadfast in it. It's not that you can't change over time because you learn things or whatever. But the point being is, when we have a view, when we have a standpoint, that shit is real. We're willing to take a bullet for that shit. But for women, them being liberal or conservative, it's about fucking environment. If they're in a different environment, they'll change and flip-flop. So women don't actually have any real beliefs, guys. They don't. So whatever the group or masses are doing, they just fall for that. So a lot of these liberal chicks that are liberal, bro, if you just put them in a fucking, surround them with far rightness, they surround them with a bunch of far right shit and far right propaganda, their minds will eventually change. Their minds are meant to be squishy and just adapt to the situation. It's baked into their biology. Because at least back in the day, you know, when niggas were just warring, like niggas would just invade your tribe or whatever on foot. They would come in and let's say your tribe kills all the men of that other tribe. All that's left is the women. So then the women are like, whoa, shit, my nigga just died, so I got to be able to move on for reproduction purposes. That's how it has always worked. That's why women are not actually steadfast in their beliefs, because they're not willing to fight and die for their beliefs. That's not how they work. So that's why we have that situation. But point is, the way shit is now is simply because we have forced women to hate themselves and hate what they really want. And they've fallen for the propaganda because women easily fall for propaganda, and they stay steadfast in it because that's what everyone around them is believing as well. So now 40% of them want to escape the fucking country. To where? to go fucking where? So they can go do the same freedom bullshit in the UK, or so they can go to these Islamic countries. Or they don't want to go to fucking Asia or go to India and all the Pajeets try to rape your ass too. You could do that too, but there's nothing for these women outside of the country. So at least the main lesson then I want you guys to understand and learn about this, though, is that women want leaders. Women want a man, especially if you're a young Christian man. I really need you guys to understand this, because a lot of these fucking cucked out, wife jack Christians are not going to tell you this real shit because they're cucked out and their wives rule their fucking lives. And we can't have that shit anymore. That's why our country is so fucking weak. That's why Christianity just allows all this bullshit to happen and doesn't do anything about it. Understand something. Women want a man who is steadfast in his beliefs and leads his own life, and she just fucking follows. Understand? Meaning you do not concede any ground to a woman ever. You're always in the leadership role. Basically, it's almost like you look at this bitch as just beneath you completely, which she is. All women are beneath all men. Men fucking run the world completely. We build everything. We create everything. Remember how I was mentioning earlier, if we took all women out of the workforce, everything would be completely fine because they don't run any of the infrastructure. Now flip that on men. Imagine if all men got taken out of the workforce. We'd be fucking cooked. All the lights would be going out. You wouldn't be able to get gas for your fucking car. Your toilet wouldn't flush anymore. All the street lights would be off. The traffic lights would be off. Planes would be falling out of the fucking sky. Like we'd instantly be feeling it. There'd just be mass death everywhere. Understand? So with women, they have to be inferior because they just are in reality. And you have to treat them as an inferior because they are inferior completely in every single degree. And they prefer it that way. Women actually like being stupid. Women just like being around a man who's strong, competent, smart, charismatic, the whole 9 yards. And they're just there for the ride. That's what they prefer. They don't actually want you to fucking listen to them. They really hate guys that listen to them. Women hate fucking guys that listen to them. And this is why 90% of these fucking women hate us now. Because we gave them their right to vote. We gave them their freedom. We gave them sexual liberation. We gave them all this nonsense. Now they fucking hate us. Because we listen, nigga. Women hate men who listen. You're not supposed to fucking listen. You're just supposed to lead your woman's life. She's your inferior. She's your subordinate. She's your helpmate. She's not supposed to be equal to you. She's not supposed to be discussing shit with you. It's what you say goes. If she doesn't want to go, she kicks rocks. She can go find some other simp ass nigga to deal with. And it's because we have so many fucking simps why the country is also cooked. Because that simping shit is just giving women something for nothing. You are the man. You are capable. A woman should be working tooth and nail for your commitment. She should be trying ridiculously fucking hard for it. Because I'm telling you, once you concede a little bit of ground to a woman, you're cooked. It only gets worse from there. Because you're going to keep fucking conceding ground until she's fucking gone. Understand? So when you look at this situation, the main reason why women are cooked is because we've given them too much freedom. Women thrive under restriction. Women thrive under authority. That's when women are at their best, when they're under authority. The feminine is the dependent. The masculine is the independent. And because the masculine is the independent, to be independent, you must be strong. The dependent, the female, the feminine, must chase the independent. But the minute you start conceding ground to her, meaning you start listening to her, you become dependent on her, you're in the feminine position, she gets into the masculine position. But that's not her natural state. She seeks to be dependent, whereas you should be seeking to be independent. You do whatever the fuck you want to do, and she follows. I promise you. I'm telling you, the hardest girl to get fucking rid of is the girl you do not give a fuck about. Hardest fucking girl to get rid of. But that also means that will lead to the best relationship. So as a Christian man, you have to understand that about women, because a lot of Christian men, unfortunately, they don't understand women. They think, oh, I'm gonna just be a virgin and marry this girl and everything's gonna be great. Fuck no, it's not gonna work like that. Well, number one reason would probably be like because she's more than likely just a reformed whore like Nala Ray, as I mentioned earlier. But also, too, you're gonna start doing that simp shit, and treating her like an equal or putting her on a pedestal, and you're cooked. So that's how I want you guys to think about this whole situation. These women all want to leave. They have nowhere to fucking go. They don't realize that they've been psyoped and forced to hate themselves and hate what they actually want. So what you must do as a man, or the role that you can play in this situation, is be a capable and competent man who is independent and does not give a fuck about a female's opinion, and forces a woman to be a subordinate or a helpmate to you, not on your level, not equal to you, below you. She's an inferior. She just listens to your demands. That's it. If she doesn't, she can kick fucking rocks. Because quite honestly, if we just had all fucking men in this country operate this way, we'd be fine. The women would start to fix themselves. But unfortunately, we don't have that. And we haven't had it for so fucking long. So now 40% of the women want to leave the fucking country. It is what it is. But that's where we're at pretty much on that whole woman situation. I just thought it was so funny seeing that shit. I'm like, bruh, as a woman, you literally have maxed out freedom. Your stats are maxed out in terms of freedom. You can literally do whatever you want. You can play whatever role, whatever position you want to in society. You could be an absolute flaming retard as a woman in society. You can go on the internet, say whatever the fuck you want, and niggas will defend you, bro. And somehow you bitches are still depressed. Somehow you bitches still want to leave the country. Isn't that funny? Because these bitches don't actually want to be free. It's men who seek freedom. It's men who seek independence. It's women who seek dependence. Women don't want to be free. They want to be told what the fuck to do. They want a man to lead their lives. Women are at their best when a man leads their lives. It's just how it's always been. It's just all of a sudden, after centuries and centuries of time of being like man, woman follows man, we propagandized the shit out of them from the 1960s, and now they're like, you know what? I want to be a man. Fucking stupid. Okay. Anyway, let's move on here to the Epstein shit. Move on to this Epstein shit, bro. Not really too much to cover on the Epstein shit. I just wanted to talk about it real quick because for my guys that want to get into politics, for my guys that want to infiltrate, my American Christians, I want to infiltrate. So we actually have a government that is America first. Shout out to the Groypers and Nick Fuentes, of course. So we actually have a government that works for us and by us. It's very important. If you are dealing with chicks, if you are dealing with women, they're going to use that shit against you in politics. If they find out, oh, you were dealing with this chick, that chick, they use it against you. If you have any political influence or awareness, they always try to fucking use women against you. They try to use women against Trump. They used women to get against Matt Gaetz, who's also trying to run or get a department position like last year, literally about a year ago. They used it against Andrew Tate when he rose to prominence in 2022 or 2021. So they use it fucking against you. And with the Democrats in this Epstein situation, it's just so funny that these niggas in the government, these politicians, it just goes to show they don't give a fuck about you. They're more concerned with trying to destroy Trump with this Epstein shit than actually do right by young Americans, which is just so funny to me. Like, and I want to say this too, because you got to understand that these politicians, they don't give a fuck about you, bro. They really could care less. A lot of them could care fucking less. They care about their donors. They care about who's paying them to actually become politicians. They care about the deep state, the globalists, the Jews. That's who they care about. The people who've lobbied them, that's who they care about the most. Understand? This is why they're more concerned with like, hey, we got to take that. Well, they do that. Well, obviously, they care about their lobbyists and who have given them money. And they also care about destroying the Republicans. They're worried about bipartisan bullshit. That's why they're like, oh my God, well, it looks like Trump did know about Epstein or whatever. I'm like, he hasn't been convicted of anything. No woman has come forward saying anything that Trump was involved or whatever. These niggas are trying to find clips from 2006 of him saying that he was a child predator when it was clearly a fucking joke. I mean, obviously, we already know the Democrats are fucking stupid and they look for whatever they can look for. But it's just like, you niggas, aren't you niggas supposed to be, helping out America? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Why are y'all more concerned with just taking this? Like, these niggas, I mean, the Democrats are the real niggas with the Trump derangement syndrome, to be real. It's even crazier, too, because on the right side, we got Trump saying H-1Bs, bringing all the immigrants. And then on the left side, they're like, bringing all the illegals. It's like the same shit. It's either, hey, like, look, me and you as young Americans, it's like we got to choose, bro. It's either we get immigration legally or we get immigration illegally. It's the same shit, nigga. So the point being there that these politicians don't give a fuck about you. At least not now, until some America firsters, American Christians finally infiltrate the government. A lot of groypers I've heard are already inside the government. So very good sign, man. I'm really looking forward to the future from that degree. You know what I'm saying? So that I'm super, super fucking excited for already. So what I would say, though, is something that's important for you to understand. Never expect the government to save you. You know, you're a man at the end of the day. You're supposed to get everything you have out of the mud. It's true. The thing is, with the government, we want a government that serves us. Because if we have to fucking die for this country, if you have to take a bullet for this country, then of course we need a government that is actually going to do right by us and that is going to serve us. I've always said, and I will continue to say, that young men are the absolute backbone of any society. The quality of life of the young men in your society will determine the health of your society. During World War II, you have fucking 16-year-olds that are trying to sign up to go to go kill some fucking Nazis, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's where we were as a country, and that's when we were at our strongest, and we were at our most productive, and we had the best culture, right? That's when we were at our absolute best. So for me, I look at that, and I'm like, young men today are disenfranchised, especially young white men. They're disenfranchised. Nobody gives a fuck about them. They're trying to replace us with Chinese niggas. They're giving our job positions to H-1B Indians, Pajeets, and Punjabis, and Sanjays. These niggas, or Tyler Oliveira also dropped the poop documentary of these niggas throwing cow shit around. These niggas worship a cow. These niggas drink cow piss and worship a cow. Why are we bringing these niggas here? What the fuck are we doing, bruh? God damn, bro. Anyway, so we're getting fucking replaced. We're giving no opportunities. We can't afford homes. I'm like, no wonder the country's getting fucking weaker. The niggas who are supposed to be fighting and dying for this country are getting disrespected completely and utterly. You know, so on one end, we have the government infiltration, but for my guys out here, you should be coming, if you're not getting into politics, you should be getting richer, you should be getting stronger, you should be getting faster. You should be becoming more you should be becoming more capable as a man, or as capable as possible, of course. Right? So the reason I'm saying this is that I don't want you guys to feel like we need to rely on the government. It's one thing to know that the government is a problem, right? That's something we just need to acknowledge so we can fix that shit. Because these boomers and these other niggas with all their property, they don't give a fuck about us. They do not give a fuck about us at all. They keep saying, oh, who gives a fuck that you're mad about Israel? You have to die in their wars. I don't care. Everything is fine. Don't be an anti-Semite. Like all the other shit, bro. Like, we're not hearing it. We're not hearing the Ben Shapiro's. We're not hearing the Mark Levins. We're not hearing any of these conservatives. We're not hearing the Jack Posobiec. We don't give a fuck. Like, we don't care. You niggas don't care about us. We're going to fucking be angry. And we should be angry because you guys have disenfranchised us for too fucking long. So we want our get back. We want to fix this shit. So until, obviously, we take over the government and fix this shit, you should be becoming as capable as possible. You should not be expecting the government to give you handouts, of course. Yes, the situation is dire. Yes, the situation is hard from an economic standpoint, but you can still fucking win. With a will, there's always going to be a way, bro. Desire acts as a compass to greatness no matter what. You can look around you and be like, okay, what do I have at my disposal? Well, you probably have a phone. You probably have a computer. That means you got YouTube. That means you have a way to learn skills. You can literally learn about anything you want to in today's day and age, bro. There's absolutely no excuse. You can learn whatever you want. There's no excuse for you not to become as capable as possible. There's no excuse for you not to make money. If you have at least a car, you can be just door dashing and Uber eating around the fucking clock. I'm doing that shit right now. That's how I'm paying for shit for the stream right now, right? As I build this shit up for my streaming or content career. As your leader for the fam. That's how I'm doing it. So you have to find your way too. You have to find your way to become as capable, as competent as possible as well. Because we should not be expecting the government to save us. We should be expecting the government to work for us and by us and give us opportunities, of course, but we should not be expecting it to save us. Understand? Once we take this shit over and we can create a government that actually works for us and by us, and we're out here already fucking working hard, that's when we get a beautiful cycle. That's where we get the benevolence. Because with this whole Epstein shit, I only mentioned it to show you guys that these politicians don't give a fuck about what we got going on. They're so fucking disconnected from what we got going on. These Democrats are worried about fucking Epstein. Trump is trying to bring in all the H-1Bs. These niggas do not care about young Americans, bro. They really could care less. They could really care less. So you have to be able to take matters in your own hands in the meantime, while the government is getting taken over slowly. Understand? So, of course, you want to maintain your political desire. You should be cutting off all the dumbass niggas from your life, all the incompetent guys from your life completely. You should not be around any bum-ass niggas that are not constantly paying attention to politics, that are not in shape, that are not learning new skills, that are not increasing their knowledge, that are not working very hard, that are not talking about shit that matters every single fucking day. If they're over here watching fucking these dumbass Twitch streamers, they're gooning off the Pokimane and Senna and all these other dumb niggas. They're watching fucking FaZe and all these other stupid niggas that are not teaching them shit. Cut them off instantly. That's how you fuck up your life. You still have to take responsibility. Yes, there's shit stacked against you in terms of the government, but you still have to take full responsibility. You still have choice in the matter, bro. You can control what you do in your life. You can control what you see. If you blame everything on yourself, now you have the problem to solve. You have the ability to solve all your problems. Understand? Because the current government does not give a fuck about us. Fine. We're going to take matters in our own hands. We're going to infiltrate the government. And for all my guys out here that are not going into politics, you're becoming as capable and as competent in your own fucking ways because you can. The floor is actually here for the opportunity. The information is out there. There's no reason why you still can't become competent. Is it difficult? Yes, but can you do it? Yes. And who cares if it's hard? If you expect things to be hard, everything becomes easy as well. Right? So that's how I feel about that whole situation. Just this whole Epstein shit, it's so fucking dumb. It's so stupid. Just bipartisan, stupid games going to show that these niggas don't give a fuck about us. Fine, we don't give a fuck about y'all. We're becoming as capable as possible. And while you niggas are fucking distracted, trying to be like, who's the pedophile? Who's the pedophile? We're infiltrating the fucking government, and we're becoming as competent as possible to take this bitch over. Because these old niggas, I'm tired of these old niggas. I'm tired of these old niggas in Congress. I'm tired of these old niggas as president. I'm tired of all these old niggas, bro. I'm really tired of this shit. So fucking tired. But it's good. The future is bright, bro. As long as you guys do the shit that I'm talking about, the future is bright for all of us. So I'm hype. I'm excited. And you guys got to get to work. Let's get to work, bro. So, okay. So last thing that I wanted to make sure to go over too as well. Actually, the importance of environment. I know how I was just kind of mentioning there about cutting off bum ass niggas from your life. And that is the most powerful thing you can do in terms of making yourself a lot more competent. Like, if you haven't realized already, environment is everything. If you surround yourself with winners, if you surround yourself with killers, you become a killer. You become a winner. It's just natural. Because all of the beliefs, the perspectives, the mannerisms, it rubs off on you. The way of being, it rubs off on you. Iron sharpens iron, but in order for iron to sharpen iron, iron has to be close to iron. It has to be rubbing against iron, understand? If iron is over here and you're next to fucking bronze or gold, you're not going to get sharper. And a lot of you niggas are around some bronze and gold right now, or silver. You're not around some fucking iron. So you need to get around some iron if you want to sharpen yourself. Does that make sense? You want to get around guys that are as capable as possible. And a lot of you guys might be sitting there and be like, oh, well, I don't have access to these top guys. I don't have access to the guys that are the best in my industry or the best in the career that I'm currently pursuing. I don't have access to these kind of people. You don't need to have access to them. You have the fucking internet, bro. You have your phone. How many very competent and successful men are making content nowadays? Literally fucking all of them. All of them are. All of them are making content. All of them teach their lessons. You can literally go binge watch the most successful guy in your industry right fucking now and learn everything that he's learned, all his perspectives, all his beliefs, the way that he sees the world. You can literally go do that right fucking now. So it's not that you even need to physically be around these people. All you need to do is only pay attention to what they're doing or saying and cut off everybody fucking else. Don't be around any bum niggas and only listen to guys that are a lot more competent than you. And the good thing about doing this is that it makes you realize how much of a fucking loser you are, which is a good fucking thing. You should know you're a loser. You should want to feel like you're a loser. Why? Because this gives you the hunger and desire to improve and get better. You can't be in a comfortable environment. You can't be around all these bum ass niggas that are distracted, that are watching Twitch all day, that are watching Netflix all day, that are beating their dicks all fucking day. Fat fucks. You can't be around all these guys and then somehow have the hunger and desire to want to become extremely successful. You're too comfortable. You're around guys who are comfortable, so it makes you feel like you're comfortable because you're looking at the guys around you and you're like, look at how comfortable they are. Why would I want to work hard all of a sudden? You're not going to just get the drive out of nowhere. Guys, hunger is never just given to you. Everything worth having in life must be worked for, and that includes hunger. So if you want hunger, the sacrifice and the work you must do is get rid of all the bum ass distracted niggas from your life. Because if you're around them, it's going to make you comfortable. But if you cut them all off and you're only listening to guys that are way more fucking successful than you are, what happens? It gives you drive. It gives you hunger because you realize how much of a loser you are. And you're like, damn, my life fucking sucks. I'm stupid in comparison to these guys that I'm listening to and watching. So now what? I have to become smarter. I have to become more competent. I have to take more action. You have the hunger. The desire is here now. And because of that, you improve. And the longer you stay on that train, it's not like, okay, I improved a little bit. My life got a little bit better. Let me go hit up those bum ass niggas. Let me answer that text to that bum ass nigga. Let me go see what those niggas are doing. Let me go see what they got going. Don't fuck no, never go back. You're going to get the comfort back again. That's how comfort works, guys. That's always how it works. If you eat a full meal, you're going to get lazy. You're going to be satisfied. It doesn't matter. Even if you have never eaten a full fucking meal for months and months and months, the minute you eat a full meal, you're going to get relaxed. Understand? So you have to be like, nope, fuck it. I don't want the comfort again. It's just you and guys that are way more competent than you. And once you reach their level, you look for the next guy. And once you reach his level, you reach for the next guy. And you just keep going up and up and up. As men, we were meant to suffer. We were meant to be stressed. That's what life has always been fucking about. It's not about this pleasure shit. Pleasure is what destroyed fucking America, bro. Pleasure is exactly what destroyed America. We've completely lost rules, standards. Degeneracy is everywhere in our fucking country now. It's very secular. Nobody cares about religion anymore. Nobody cares about God anymore. So, of course, we just fall to pleasure. We lack purpose. A lot of men that think that they're supposed to be fucking happy. I'm like, nigga, are you dumb? You're not supposed to be fucking happy. You're supposed to be stressed, anxious, angry, mad. That's when a man is at his best. Think about the type of men that you watch in media. When you're looking at Batman, when you're looking at Goku, when you're looking at Naruto, when you're looking at these characters, are these characters just in the perpetual state of happiness? They're like, everything's going great. Everything's fine. No, it's just war, fighting at all times. Fighting, dying, being stressed, being tired, being anxious about the future, feeling uncertainty, and having to train super hard the whole time anyway. Because that's what men were meant to be like. That's why you see that and you like it. That's why you like watching it. Because as a man, that's what you're meant to be. That's what you're meant to be like, or else you wouldn't like seeing that shit. You like seeing men struggle because you're meant to struggle. That's why you resonate with the shit, bro. That's why it resonates. That's why you like watching men overcome shit, because that's supposed to be you, my nigga. You're supposed to be stressed. You're supposed to be overcoming shit. Your life is supposed to be fucking hard. That's the point. That's what makes it fun to be a man. That's why you have testosterone. So you fight all fucking day. So you have to overcome shit all fucking day. You're supposed to be stressed. A man is at his worst when he is happy. A man is at his worst when he is comfortable. At his absolutely fucking worst. We don't like seeing men happy. Even men don't like seeing men happy, bro. We don't like seeing niggas happy. We love hating on niggas. Look at that happy ass nigga. We hate that shit. But when a man is struggling and fighting and overcoming, that's what we like to fucking see. Because that's what we're supposed to be like. Understand? So fuck all this happiness shit. You're supposed to be stressed. You're supposed to feel like a loser at all fucking times. You're supposed to be uncomfortable at all fucking times, because that means you're growing. That means you're improving. That means you're getting fucking better. And that's how we win. That's how we save America. We need as many men that understand that and want to move like that as possible. A lot of this shit gets fixed, and it's on us. Like I said, the old niggas have abandoned us, by the way. These old fucking politicians, these boomers, they have all their land. They bought all this shit up. They don't give a fuck about us anymore. It's on us. It's on us to realize this shit. This is our mission, bro. This is it. This is your Batman story. This is my Hokage story. This is your Saiyan story. Whatever you want to call it, bro. This is the story. This is it. This is the problem. This is the greatest problem of our time. This gap between generations, the boomers versus the Gen Zers, bro. How are we going to overcome the fucking mess that these niggas made for us? It's up to us. I see it as a challenge. I love this shit. I love the game. I love the hustle. I'm willing to die behind this shit, bro. I love it. We were meant to go through this. It's important. It's a God-given test in my mind. And it should be the same for you guys as well. So that's where I'm at, man. That's where I'm at. You got to fix that environment first, though. The environment thing is what matters the most. You're not going to get this hunger and desire. You're not going to get this will to win if you're around, if you continue to spend time with these bum niggas, bro. Like, if I had to give any success advice, the only ever success advice I would ever give, I could only say one thing, is fix your environment. Only ever be hanging around guys that are significantly better than you, or only listen to guys that are significantly better than you and don't listen to anybody else. Everybody else can fuck off. And you're in a perpetual state of doing that. Meaning if you catch up to the same level of the guys that you're listening to, look higher again. And then higher and higher and higher. This is what keeps you a perpetual winner. It's infinite motivation for infinite winning. That's what you want to operate like. And of course, you want to be around guys that think similar to you. You want to be around other Christians. You want to be around other guys that love America, of course. Of course. You want to be around those guys as well. You know? This even kind of connects very strongly with what I was talking about yesterday when it came to multiculturalism. When I was like, this is why I don't fuck with Muslims, Christians, and Jews all being in the same place, because niggas just want to operate differently. And it causes problems for you. In the same way, it causes problems for you when you're around comfortable niggas. Even though you don't want to be comfortable, if you want to become a winner, it's a conflict of interest, because if you're around comfortable guys, it's going to make you comfortable, but you want to be a winner, so you don't want to be around them. In the same way, like, I don't like when Muslims and Christians and Jews are all in the same place. And I especially don't like when Jews and Muslims are running our government, because they have different belief set. They have different values. They have a different way that they want to live their lives. And hence, if they're politicians, govern the land. That's going to be a fucking conflict and issue, a conflict of interest for me as a Christian. I'm like, nigga, fuck no. I want Christians there. I want American Christians only running our government, bro. So, because I know they have the same values, they have the same beliefs as me. They're going to operate the same way as me. That's the kind of environment I want. You know, that's why I want you guys to think about environment. That's why environment matters. That's why people who think the same way as you or see the world the same way as you is fucking important. If you're a winner, if you see the world as an opportunity to become extremely successful, to become extremely competent, you want to be around guys that are like that too, because that's going to amplify that. So in the government, if we have fucking Muslims and Jews running all the shit and you're a Christian, nothing is getting amplified for you. In fact, you're getting repressed. It's going to cause problems. It's going to cause fucking problems. That's why it's so fucking annoying seeing like Mehdi Hassan and all these other niggas trying to tell me, oh, this is how your country is. This is what your constitution looks like. Same thing with Vivek Ramaswamy. This is how your constitution works. This is how this shit works. That's a whole other conversation, because I already mentioned it yesterday, but that's kind of where we are. I'm saying that so you guys understand the importance of environment and the types of guys that you surround yourself with, because this shit fucking matters. It matters. If you want to become a winner in life, if you want to make sure that we have a country that is for us and by us as American Christians, we got to be paying attention to these things. We got to be paying attention to the guys we're around and the guys that are running our government. But that's where we are, pretty much. That's where we are. That's how I want you guys to think. That's the whole situation, pretty much. So yeah, man. So overall, that's pretty much the stream. You know, not too long there. Almost waiting about our 50-minute mark. But I'm liking it. I'm liking the 50-minute streams. I'm liking it about the hour streams. You know, as more things upgrade, you know, we're going to start going longer and longer and longer. I just like making the whiteboard videos, and those take time. At times, you know, I like making those, but I think I would eventually get to a point where I'm just doing streams, just regular, just full-on streams for most of the day, because I just think it's cool, and I think I'm nice at it, and I only have room to improve, of course. So that's pretty much where I am at with that. So unless we got any chats or anything like that, I could go over. If you guys have any opinions on any of the shit that I just said, going over 40% of women wanted to leave the U.S. because they're dumb whores, or the whole Trump Epstein thing and how this shit doesn't matter. It just goes to show that these politicians don't give a fuck about us, or, you know, the importance of making sure you have the right environment around you. Because if you want to become successful, if you want to become competent, you have to be around guys that are significantly better than you, or you have to only be listening to guys that are significantly better than you. Because, of course, you know, if a guy's very successful, he's very accomplished, it's not like you just hit him up and be like, hey, can I hang out with you? Like, obviously, the world doesn't fucking work like that. Like, they're busy doing shit. So at the bare minimum, it has to be, okay, I'm only ever listening to guys that are more accomplished than me, because that's where I get the perspectives. That's where I get the beliefs. That's where I get the knowledge I need to become successful myself. So yeah, man. So that's pretty much the stream. Let me know any questions, comments, any chats or anything like that. If not, yeah, man, then we'll head this shit out. We got fan podcast tomorrow, so I'm gonna post that on YouTube. I can't wait to get an actual live camera so I can just start doing that shit live. That would be super lit. I can just stream it live on Rumble, on YouTube, and stuff like that. But otherwise, we got fan podcast tomorrow, so there won't be a stream tomorrow. And then we got another fan podcast on Saturday, so there won't be a stream on Saturday. Sunday might stream, might just be a prep day for me for the week, but we'll kind of see. And then we'll be back on Monday, 7 p.m., and we'll just keep going hard, working hard for the young American man, for the young American man, for the young American men. Keep going hard, because that's what we do out here. That's how we grind. That's how we move. We're all on the come up, and I'm excited for the future, y'all. So yeah, so pretty much that's the stream. Fought with y'all boys. Fought with your fam. We'll catch y'all on Monday. Deuces.